Last episode, I mentioned how we needed a lot of items, and this time I went to get them. The most important thing I needed was iron. This is a very versatile resource that can be made into tools, armor, machines, upgrades, and most importantly, guns. Americans rejoice. There was a huge cave we'd previously found near the village where I was certain I could find some iron. However, it looked way too dangerous. After all, this is hardcore mode. If I die once, the world is deleted forever. Plus, I can't down episode 2. My friends are gonna make fun of me. I didn't want to take the risk of getting attacked as I was exploring this cave, so I decided to continue digging the hole in the center of my base instead. Through just enough items, I found the exact altitude at which iron ore is most commonly found, which is Y15. So, I started digging. There is a lot of andesite, which is fantastic because, as I said, we're gonna need it for create. Wait, there is a create mod, right? Let me just double check. Yeah, there is. You know, I play so many mod packs, bro. I forget which ones have which. I mean, technically, that's a lie. I don't play modded Minecraft much, but no, let's just pretend I do. Speaking of, nickel. I guess I'll grab it. I don't really know what it's used for, but along the way I found a lot of ores and blocks that I was unfamiliar with. Like, geez, it comes in a huge vein. I think there's more nickel ore here than I got coal overall. Like, I got 51 raw nickel and I got 13 coal. And that's just from one vein of nickel. Huh? Red zirconium ore. You can't see it, but there's like Wayla behind my webcam. You can sort of see it. What am I looking at? It's like a mod that shows you what you're looking at, obviously. And that's how I know that this is red zirconium ore from the Zycraft World mod, and that I can mine it with my pickaxe. I don't know anything else apart from that. I don't even know what Zycraft World is. We'll figure this stuff out as we go, I bet. That's a new kind of block. Limestone. Yeah, I guess that's what I expected from limestone. It's just a stone material. I also found a problem with the mine, which I worried would lead to my death eventually. Oh, I almost ran out of ladders. I can't get up there. So we're gonna have to be very careful when we use this ladder, because look what happens if I look to the left. I start going left, and like I could actually fall off and die that way, which is something that I don't want to do. Another thing that could be bad is like when you look down, okay? When you look down, you start going fast, but you don't take any fall damage from that. Something you will take fall damage from though, and I'm gonna do it as a demonstration purpose. So I went high enough that I would take fall damage and that I wouldn't die. Basically, it's just like that, and that would actually be bad if I did that. So let's not do it. That is gold ore. I can't mine that because I don't have any iron. I found gold before finding iron. How sad is that? We're almost at Y15 though. Uraninite ore. I made it to the right altitude and I dug a long tunnel to try to find as much iron as I possibly could. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me again. I don't know where it is and I do not care to find out. Oh, vein miner. There we go. That's how you do it. That is just straight up a cave. Do I dare go in? No, I think I'm good, actually. I think we're gonna leave it at that for now. We're gonna go back up. After making it out, I started smelting and crafting. Now that we had iron, it was time to collect the next type of resource. Wheat. I needed wheat so that I could breed cows for food, but more importantly, leather. Books can be crafted using 3 pieces of paper and some leather, and books will be important later as they're very much needed for enchanting items. Enchantments are notoriously good, but with the Apotheosis mod, they're even better. However, we're gonna look into that whenever we get there. Right now, it's just we're doing other things. But back to farming! As I pondered where I would plant the wheat crops, I was struck with a genius idea. I just worry that the water is gonna... Actually, wait, no, I can make this work. Make a hole here. And then, if we just place these... I'm sorry, sir, you're gonna have to move. Yeah, so our issue from earlier was that we couldn't, like if I were to fall down the mine, I would just die. Well, not anymore. We can just do this. Now what that's gonna do is I'm gonna go over here. There's gonna be straight up a waterfall here, so that way if I accidentally end up falling, I can literally just go on the waterfall and catch myself. It's gonna be our saving grace. So, having decided that the farm would go on top of the base, I placed dirt on the roof. I guess we have some blueberry seeds as well. We could plant the other types of seeds, but I mainly need wheat seeds, which I don't seem to have. I was so upset by this unfortunate news that I crafted a knife out of pure anger and stabbed grass for 10 minutes. After taking out my anger, I had enough seeds to start farming. Woohoo! I don't like that this is open at night. And also there's a zombie outside. Might I add that it is a boss zombie. It's trying to get in here. I could do like last time and try to cheese it. It's taking no damage. Unlike the boss from last episode, which only took a few hits to take down, this one had over 100 hearts of health and only took half a heart of damage from every hit. It easily tore through my stone sword, but I was determined to kill it. After all, it literally prevented me from leaving my house. This is what officials should have done during the pandemic to prevent grandmas from going to underground karaoke clubs. Man, video games are so educational. Thankfully, the zombie finally died after I finished watching the second podcast. I'm shocked the game lets you do that. When attacked, gain resistance for 3 seconds. This item ignores 11% of durability damage, Unbreaking 4, and Mana Boost 3. And then it also has armor toughness, plus armor, plus total speed. Oh, this armor makes me quick. Oh, this armor makes me quick. Alright, now that we've done that, let's actually focus on doing what we actually want to do. That's right, baby. You know what that means. It's time for another build montage! And it's done. Wow, that was underwhelmingly quick. Anyway, the next thing I needed to get was cows for easy leather. Thankfully, I knew the village had some, and I figured no one would mind if I just relocated them. There were still some issues, however. In the hopes of making an automatic farm, I looked to JEI for useful items. Wait, actually, maybe I can make an automatic feeder. Animal feeder, industrial foregoing. That's expensive! What the? YouTube. Okay, we're gonna do it manually for now. I also had no idea where the cows would go. After thinking for a while, I decided that the best place to put the cow pen would be on the floor level. This would give me a much easier time bringing in the cows. However, there was also a shortage on a lot of materials, including wood. I also lacked the materials for another axe, so I had to go back down and explore the cave I found earlier in the hopes of finding much needed ores. I'm actually up here now. Let's start mining up the resources and lighting up the area. Oh, this goes down to deep slate. What is that? Block of raw osmium. Wait, you can just find those underground? And my pickaxe broke. Okay, wait, where am I supposed to go? Down here, okay. While analyzing recipes to find the most efficient way to get resources out of raw ores, I discovered hammers, which could break down ores into dust, granting double the ingots. I decided to make one out of copper to turn my underwhelming 13 raw iron into a semi-decent 26 iron ingots. And after that, it was time for more deforestation. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be? How bad? Ever think about how companies destroy the ecosystem for their own profits and just ruin the planet for everyone else? Like, our future generations are fucked if we don't do something right now. At least I'm only doing it in a video game. It took a while, but eventually the pens were completed. I hurried to the village to grab my prized cows. Hello, friends. How are you doing? I've built a new home for you guys. I hope you'll like it. Bro. Thank you. Yeah? You got this. Come on. Just keep pushing. Alright, well, this is taking too long. Alright, good. Now come in here. Yes. We'll close this. And then we place this here again. And now we're gonna make them. Oh. Finally, after all of that, there's only one thing left to do. And thankfully, it's the easy part. In this mod pack, sugarcane can grow to extreme heights if left unchecked, which is actually fantastic for us. It means we can get even more sugarcane than in unmodded Minecraft. Naturally, this meant that the best place to farm sugarcane was outside. I poured water in a long strip to prepare for farming it, crafted a boat, and headed off to find sugarcane on the edge of water. Thankfully, sugarcane is a relatively common resource, and I found more than enough of it in less than 5 minutes. So, we've got everything. We're done, right? Well, there's one last thing I wanted. We've got everything, pretty much, that I wanted figured out for books, which, as I said, will be essential. So that being said, we can just take care of that right now. We have all the materials we need to make a single book, and that's not a lot, but it's certainly enough to do one thing. Do we have an iron pickaxe in here? I don't think we do. I'm just gonna craft one. There we go. And then we put this into here, along with this, and the book. And we've got ourselves a spell book. Ladies and gentlemen, we can now just mine blocks infinitely. Alright, so if I press semicolon, which is pretty far, I can open the spell book HUD and select a spell. But we don't have any spells right now, so what we do is we open the spell book and we make one. Let's find a mob. It's gonna be nighttime soon. See, there's a zombie. Okay. So what you do is you grab the spell book, you select the harm spell, and then you just fire. Nice. So that's pretty nice. And then obviously the break spell, you know. Yeah, my next objective is to start farming a bunch of different types of food. One of the mods, Spice of Life Carrot Edition, makes it so that the more kinds of food you've eaten, the more extra health you get. This mod pack has a lot of food items, so naturally I want to eat as many as realistically possible right now to increase my bulk and decrease the odds of me dying. For now though, I think this is pretty good, and I can't wait to get back to it, so with that,